There we go. We should be back. And I should mute my phone. So I can... load up, and we're back to finish disc 3 of this. Because last I recall, somebody said we're close to the end. Storm?
Pardon?
You said we're close to the end, right? Of disc 3.
We're getting there. Anyway, move on from the glacier, and you'll find yourself in a
Once
snowfield.
my controller reconnects.
Ah.
PS3 controllers. Gotta love how they have trouble reconnecting sometimes. Hold on. Just... There we go. Right, I should also use Miru to heal my party, hopefully. Because everyone's pretty low, I think. Well, she's fairly low. Maybe... I don't need healing, maybe?
Yeah, unfortunately, the snowfield, the background colors still aren't the best for additions.
I hate snow. What are you doing, boy? Snowfield. Ooh, treasure. What on earth? What are these things?
Which one? They're both pretty.
Both of them.
They're both pretty wild looking.
Yeah, I think now's the time for some healing. I do not trust these guys. Man, I can't believe I'm almost near the end of this stream. Like, the end of the game as a whole. Despite the 2 frustration moments that you caused me, I've been enjoying this game. This is literally a classic RPG I wish I heard of sooner.
Well, it's a bit on the old side. Like, there's a reason the game is referred to as something of a cult classic. Yeah, it's just called Bowling.
And Wildman seems to be Thunder Elemental, or is that Dark?
Thunder. It just means he has no weaknesses. Bowling is non-elemental. Neither of them have any weaknesses.
Joy.
Although with that said, I don't actually think non-elemental resists non-elemental. It might. I'm not 100% sure.
But
Thunder definitely resists thunder. So maybe non-elemental does, but also non-elemental magic is so ungodly rare. I think about it, non-elemental enemies are pretty rare, aren't they?
Yeah, it seems more common to see non-elemental bosses, usually.
And even then, those aren't that rare. Most of the bosses you've faced have had an element. It's just some of the bigger ones have not had elements, like Lloyd,
Like
the barrages.
And the guy that had Emperor... The other Emperor that we've fought and killed.
No, he was Thunder.
Well, with Thunder...
Had no weaknesses, but he was Thunder, not non-elemental. Too slow.
Too late. Still killed it. Wow, that was some good damage then.
A little slow on that last one.
Last one's always the hardest to get, it seems.
Yep. Well,
Or any of them.
because it is just so much faster than the others. On the other hand, Kongol just doesn't have a last one. It's just, you know, it only goes up to 4 for Kongol.
Burnout. After I used all my magic on Lloyd. So we're gonna hear some truth from Lloyd about Emperor Diaz.
Yep, get yourselves out of the snow. We learning, boys.
Another world regeneration thing?
Oh, look, it's Cadessa. The Forbidden Land.
That's Emperor Diaz?
That's Emperor Diaz.
That's
That's a lot of mantle, yeah. He's big. Big cape, big helmet, big staff.
It's not kind of an impressive design, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you can barely see it here.
The 108th species? We haven't even heard what that is.
We don't know what it is. We just know that there's 108 species that never dropped from the Divine Tree. Never hatched from its fruit.
So that's what the moon items are for. They're for putting the seal on the 108th species.
Yeah, they're keys.
Yeah, he's still pissed at that.
So, you can walk in and out of this cave freely to heal. Think of it like that cave is effectively a free inn. See, it's even got the little yellow triangle on it.
Nice. Like, I was about to say I don't think I need healing, and then I get into a battle. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen in an RPG where someone goes into the character party that's not a party member.
No, I see it in a few games.
Or at least in the PS1 era. I don't remember it in any other game.
Final Fantasy IV does it a couple times.
Almost had it.
Off the top of my head, one of the Knights of Baron comes to my head. There you go.
Yeah, I still need to get around to playing Final Fantasy IV. I'm probably gonna wait for a chance for it to be on sale on PSN if games still go on sale there.
Well, as long as you don't play the 3D version. It's so ugly.
No, I'm not getting the 3DS version. The PS.
No, not 3DS
PS
version. I mean 3D version, like this 3 dimensions. That was made for the original Nintendo DS.
Oh, that's the version I meant, not the 3DS. I said
the version that was on SNES, PlayStation, and Game Boy is the better version. On Game Boy Advance,
the
I
one
mean.
that's on PSN.
Okay. Well, better kill him before he runs away.
Whoops, wrong
Blat.
button. Because I know you recommended Final Fantasy IV. It's one of your it is your favorite among all the Final Fantasy.
It was the first Final Fantasy I ever played, so there's a lot of sentimental value there. As far as which game I played, that's the absolute is it my favorite? It's actually not Final Fantasy IV.
Really, which one is your absolute favorite?
No. Go back. Turn around. There's something next to the sign.
Oh. I have to go check that hole out, but okay.
No, you can't get up to that hole.
The only thing I know that's probably somewhat noteworthy about the DS Final Fantasy IV is the voice acting of some of the characters.
It's not really necessary.
Especially since some of them you could hear in Dissidia Final Fantasy, such as Yuri Lowenthal, who the voice of Yosuke, voicing the main character.
Cecil Harvey.
That's kind of weird thinking about Spider-Man basically voicing Cecil.
Remember, you can use the right bumper to change the camera angle. Changing the camera angle might be essential to actually being able to see the square there.
Yeah, which Final Fantasy was your favorite?
10.
Ah.
No, that's a bad thing. You don't get experience for people who run away.
No, I know it's a bad thing. Damn it.
But yeah, no, Final Fantasy X is definitely my favorite. Yep.
Well, you already know my favorite of the Final Fantasies.
Yep, Final Fantasy IX. A lot of people who swear by that game. I never really got to play it that much, so I couldn't tell you much about it.
I definitely would recommend it. In my opinion, it is the best of the PS1 era games. A lot of people will go to the obvious 7.
Oh, you fell for it. All right, clicking on that sometimes will choose your destination.
Ah.
When it pops up, you can actually... Instead, you just go all the way to the bottom in this case. Doop. You can also soften your landing if you catch it there.
Wow.
Fort Magrad. There's some nice stuff in there. Ignore Rose. There's some nice stuff in Magrad.
Yeah, I guess on the note of first Final Fantasies, my first Final Fantasy game was actually Tactics Advance.
Rough place to start in the series. Tells you nothing about it.
Honestly, I loved Tactics Advance.
Yeah, it makes a lot of references to the series that you won't get if you hadn't played the games beforehand. So, like I said, ignore Rose here.
Alright, on we go then. Hey, don't throw your bones at me. Stop that.
Something worth noting is that the terrain here is a lot easier on the eyes.
Of course. It is, and yet I still pressed the wrong button on accident. That was me pressing the X.
Yep. But no, Final Fantasy X is probably my favorite. Got probably the most fun mini-game out of all the Final Fantasies I've played. You know, Blitzball. I actually really enjoyed the Blitzball.
Wrong button.
Thud.
I was expecting a counter that time. That's why I was a bit hesitant to press X.
Yep.
Guessing before you were good at some additions, you were in there before, expecting a counter and delaying your press.
No, usually I just end up hitting the wrong button. The hard part is hitting the button after the counter attack.
Because of the time freeze, basically.
Yep.
hit the button that time.
Of course, Meru's additions are fast enough that you can just still mess it up the old-fashioned way. I recommend guarding for a bit, heal up a bit. I'm gonna stop you here. It's just one guy who's doing half damage.
What guy? I'm surprised I'm getting Gust of Wind Dance.
Gust of Wind Dance is one that looks difficult at first, but once you get the timing down, it's pretty easy.
Moon Slash is a pain, though.
Moonslash is only a pain for me if it gets countered, because that throws off my entire timing. Midnight Terror.
Midnight.
Completely useless. Inflicts fear upon the enemy. Well, not completely useless, just not useful at this part of the game.
Gloranio.
Gloriano. Imperial Saint Gloriano. It's a country that doesn't exist anymore.
Diaz seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
What?
No, he was great. Like, he declared war on the Winglies to liberate the humans because the Winglies were, carrying out systematic extermination of all things that weren't Winglies. A pretty common theme in these sorts of games, I guess. Well, no, I guess even genocide's a little much for most of these. Oh, dear.
Those look like Yetis. White ape. They might as well be Yetis.
They're basically Yetis. Oh, almost had it. So fun fact, actually, enemies' animations change when they do a counterattack. They actually often do a quick attack animation.
Must have been too soon or too late.
Looked like too soon. Bonk.
Dang it. Not just 9/9 damage. Ow!
That's its basic attack. Meru is something of a paper tiger.
I think now's the time for some guard healing. Well, it is one guy, like you said.
I recommend doing this against skeletons, considering they do a half damage attack as their main attack when their health is full.
Fair. Too soon. How'd I still get that?
Cool boogie.
Too soon. Way too soon.
Ow.
Ow!
I think that counts as a magic attack.
I almost want to go to Dragoon to heal.
Anyway, there's a bunch of status effect items here, but specifically there's a particular particular thing you want from this place. Nice set of armor called Armor of Yore.
Almost. That's true demonic in a way. I didn't want to go back. That's my bad. I wanted to go down this way.
Stunning Hammer.
That's probably not that good.
It just stuns things. Save up.
Poison Needle.
You're probably going to get attacked before you get into the circle.
Still waiting on my last party member. Oh, I got into the circle.
You see it?
Yeah, I see the sword. Wait, is that the same sword that...
No, it's not the Dragon Buster.
No, I was saying, is that the sword of the original Red Dragon?
No.
Red-Eyed...
See? Diaz is a pretty cool guy. The main thing about this fight is that it gives you some insight into Emperor Diaz.
So you could easily skip this fight.
Yeah, you could. By the way, bum rush the sword. Destroy the sword first. All in on it. Good hit.
Not good. Ow.
Well, you don't know the half of it. That sword has a higher base speed than Meru.
Could have been better.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Target Albert. Oh, good lord!
On the bright side, if you guard, he can't one-shot you with that again. Alright, so Meru has items. Use items.
Like what?
Scroll further down.
Burnout.
Further down. Further down. Too far. Flash Hall.
Everything.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't this guy thunder resistant?
Nope. Resists dark. He has light element.
And this is thunder element.
Yep. That was respectable. Oh,
Command blocking.
the helmet.
What's he gonna block?
Albert can no longer attack. Temporarily.
Well, at least Albert's will just be defending to regain his HP.
Have Dart continue to take out the Polter sword. It has to die. It has to die first. Nice.
Here we go, that's some good damage.
More items. Scroll up. Those don't do a damage. Not Night Raid. You can't use Night Raid here. Spectral Flash is going to hurt it a lot. You'll love this.
I think this is what that stupid jewel used on me, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it was. Payback's a bitch, huh? You may not be that jewel, but you know what? Whatever. Oh!
Alright, now just finish off the... Oh, have him guard, I guess. That's gonna hurt.
Depending who it hits. Dart.
This is going to hurt in general. I think Meru will probably take the...
No, Meru's straight up down.
That's bad, actually. You need to get Meru back up. You need to get her right back up now.
I think I should guard with Albert and then use Dart's turn to heat to revive her.
That could work too, yeah. Especially since right now the sword is the big threat. You only have one Angel's Prayer. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh, good lord! I didn't realize I had that much. This is an optional boss, isn't it, Sturm?
It is, but man, I thought you had more Angel's Prayers than that.
I did too.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, those two are dead.
Sturm? I hate you right now.
Because you're out of Angel's Prayers, you can no longer win the fight. And just to add insult to injury.
Sturm? I hate you right now. Oh, come on!
Yeah. Oh, there's the dark element one. Yeah, Demonican's got a point. You did save before this.
Well, guess that was my first game over ever.
Yeah.
I made a save before this, Bianca, but I'm still gonna say I hate Sturm for this.
I mean, you can beat this. Just requires you to change around your party a bit.
Wait, who's missing? me. Oh, that's one of my voice That's one of my voice actors, so maybe.
Now, I know Miranda mops up that fight quite handily.
Maybe she'll be good to bring in then.
And Hastiel is probably a good bet, too. Since he doesn't take bonus damage from anything here.
Well, neither does Miru, I think.
The Polder Sword does a lot of damage to her. I mean, Meru could work. Just spam items with her and Miranda.
Let's give it a try.
Save again. And all this is making me want to play The Legend of Dragoon again.
Hey, why not? Why don't you?
I mean, what's stopping me? Yeah. Well, what's stopping me is I think to plug in the PlayStation, I have to unplug the charger for the Switch. I think that's the main issue there.
Yeah, the Switch. It's the only console I still don't have.
So the mechanic behind this fight, the annoying mechanic behind this fight is that every time you kill a piece of the armor, the sword will kill someone. It'll get you with a can't combat. This includes the sword. However, if you kill the sword first, it can't combat you from the helmet and armor. So, you kill the sword first, revive whoever dies, and the great thing about Miranda is that she can resurrect the dead.
Right, one of her Dragoon abilities does that.
Literally her first spell. The most basic magic she has.
Ow.
Well, yeah, don't attack with Meru and Miranda, have them use magic. And remember, not Flash Hall, the light element one, Spectral Flash, does the most damage. And the sword takes the most damage, so it'll definitely die first. And even then you'll be attacking it with Dart.
Plus, using the light elemental to move with Miranda, this is... I don't know if this is going to do additional damage or not, but...
Actually, it does a little less than what Meru did. So, Flash Hall, Gravity Grabber, stuff like that.
Just not Nightblade.
And just have Dart attack the sword to make sure it dies first.
And while I get it's no shame in losing one, I don't know... it always feels nice if I actually don't get a game over in a game. But again, I am playing blind for this.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. What's it gonna be? The least threatening target. So actually, good idea here is for Dart to go Dragoon. How's she taking more damage than Meru? Oh, it doesn't matter. She's got that. So yeah, have Miranda drop another item on him. I think I saw a Gravity Grabber in there somewhere.
There's one Gravity Grabber.
Yep, Gravity Grabber will do a lot here. Then I'd say have Dart go Dragoon and use Final Burst on the sword, just to make sure it dies first.
You're right. Don't want to risk doing the red dragon one that attacks everything.
Yeah, so get a Final Burst in there, destroy that sword. Sword must die first. If you kill the helmet and then the sword, you lose 2 people.
Let's not use Red-Eyed Dragon, no. Sword.
Now, someone is about to die here. That is for sure.
So would it be a bad idea that, depending on who dies after I revive them, you just make Miranda go Dragoon and just use the Silver Eye Dragoon to attack the entire party since he's all Dark Elemental?
Anyway, the sword should be dead now, so somebody's about to die. Yep, there we go. Think it's Meru? No, Dart.
Creepy. So now's the time to revive him, right?
Yeah, now you revive him. And then you just all in on the critter.
I'm probably gonna have Miranda go Dragoon.
Oh yeah, yeah, a white silver dragon just plasters the fucking thing. And from here on out, going Dragoon with everyone is not a bad idea. Oh, look whose turn it is.
It's too bad I don't have a special ready, but oh well.
No, you don't need it. Besides, this will heal the whole party up to full.
Wait, Silver Eye also heals?
Yep.
Oh, right. Like, strong light damage.
100%. So this thing actually does more damage than a red-eyed dragon.
This is gonna hurt him a lot. He'd probably be dead by this.
I don't think it actually, like, heals the party to full. What I think it does is it heals based on the damage it does. But at the very least, this will kill the helmet.
And his can't combat thing is gone, right?
Yeah.
So no one else is gonna die.
And if he uses dark magic, he won't be able to kill Miranda in one hit.
Good lord, that's a lot of damage.
And here's the healing part of it.
That was actually not that bad. I think Meru can touch up with Rainbow Breath with whatever wasn't.
Nope, it's all dead. That said, a well-placed freezing ring will do a number on that armor. It has the highest magic defense of all the... Well, second highest magic defense of all the pieces, but, you know, the helmet's dead, so... See, this actually... Once you've experienced the fight the first time, it's actually pretty easy the second time. Once you know what you're in for.
I think I just got kind of unlucky.
I didn't notify you beforehand because I wanted to see how you handled it with the party you had. I mean, who knows? Maybe you can surprise me. You didn't surprise me.
Well, to be fair, like, I didn't think of changing Albert out because, one, I didn't know a fight was coming up, and two, I just want to get my other guys up to their highest Dragoon level.
And there you go.
Like, nothing wrong with trying to get them up a Dragoon level, right?
Yep. There it is.
Soul Eater. Hey, what is, speaking of... Oh, that's a new addition. The Dragoon level.
So what if I told you that's Dart's strongest weapon in the whole game?
Oh!
That was a sound! That was a sound to make. Yeah, no, that sword whose ass you just kicked, you just got it. There's just a catch to using it. You have to wear a specific piece of equipment to actually wield the sword properly.
And I'm guessing I don't have it.
You do, actually. It's just somebody's already wearing it. That therapy ring you have on Miranda is the only way to use the Soul Eater. Because
So
every
that
time you
means-
use the Soul Eater in combat, it'll take out 10% of Dart's HP.
Okay, so I need to give Miranda something else other than the therapy ring.
Keep going.
Let's see.
If you had equipped the talisman, you could have prevented dying instantly. Just remember that for the future. Spirit ring's not that useful.
No. Not the War God's Amulet, that won't be good.
Physical ring's not a bad choice on her.
Let me see what else there is, just real quick.
If you a Giganto ring or a physical ring is pretty good. Dancer's ring is never a bad choice. Matter of fact, actually, yeah, go with the Dancer's ring. Makes her speed 105. So
No matter what.
she's now your fastest character. Don't need to worry about healing every turn when you have twice as many turns as everybody, right?
True. Okay, therapy ring, therapy ring, therapy ring. It's probably somewhere near the bottom because I just. Yep.
Yeah. And then equip the Soul Eater. No. Go scroll down one. Go down to the Mind Crush. Look at the difference in the damages, though.
Good lord!
This is flat out the strongest weapon for Dart in the whole game. You will never get a sword better than that.
I believe it, but you said there's still a piece of armor that I need to get. Oh, what do you know?
Sprachen der Teufel.
Let's see, how good is the armor of war? Ooh, that's actually not bad. I think I'll give it to Dart.
Well, Dart must be in every fight. Although, check to see if the ladies can wear that, too. Because imagine Meru with that much defense. Nope. If Rose can't wear it, Meru can't wear it, flat out.
So it's male-only armor. So, Dart it is.
You'll be able to buy that later, but this is an early acquisition of it. And the Panic Bell is useless. It causes confusion.
That was a short area.
It's optional, after all. It's not like it's one of the main areas.
I'm just gonna say, because I don't want something like the game suddenly crashing and then I have to fight that guy again.
I mean, at least you have a surefire strategy of doing it.
True. I just don't want to fight him again. Or if I suddenly have a power outage.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. But yeah.
Oh, who's the first victim?
Don't go mad with power now.
Let's see now how this versus does. Holy shit!
Oh, bloody hell, my ears.
Sorry, Sturm. I'm sorry, Sturm. I just didn't expect that much damage.
Well, these things tend to sneak up on you.
Again, I think with how long you've known me, you know that I only get this level when I'm surprised. Or, like, happy after a frustrating battle. Cough, cough. I keep forgetting her name.
You mean Linus?
Yeah. Even that fight hurts your ears.
Well, to be fair, I have the guide open here as you play. Well, a guide. And,
Yeah, go on.
lost my train of thought. Yeah, I have a guide. I have a guide open on the side here, and when you fought Linus, I actually did not know about her berserk mechanic. I just thought she was always stupidly fast when I played. And then I read that just as you were starting the fight. It's just like, oh, okay, that explains some things. And then I didn't say anything about it.
I hate you for that. I would ask if it was the same for the for that barrage, but it probably wasn't. You probably already knew that in advance.
Yeah, the Virage I knew in advance you could just kill it by waiting. What I didn't know is that the rewards did not change.
I'm still gonna say.
I always thought you got less rewards for letting it explode. Apparently not. It's probably an oversight by the game devs.
Probably. But yeah, sorry as well, Demonican. Still gonna say for that barrage, that was probably the biggest laugh you had this entire stream.
The what?
When you told me that I could win that barrage fight by guarding, that was probably the biggest laugh you had this entire stream.
Oh yeah, it gave me quite the chuckle.
Because all you heard was just me drop my controller. And then you just laughed.
No, it's always good to fight as many of the optional bosses in this game as you can.
Except the super boss.
Except the super boss. All optional bosses leading up to the final fight are worth fighting. The super boss is not, because he's actually harder than the final boss fight.
Well, isn't that what super bosses are supposed to be?
Yeah. But, like, the margin of difference and level of fairness.
That definitely isn't saying much.
Like, it's great when a super boss is difficult, but still, like, an interesting fight. But the super boss in this game is just, lol, I spam high-level magic. That's it. That's all he does. He spams high-level magic, and he attacks. His attack speed increases based on how quickly you beat him down.
Yuck.
So it's just tedious and annoying. Still got Starlight Brigade stuck in my head.
Wait. Why do you have Starlight Brigade stuck in your head?
It's just stuck in my head because it keeps coming up on Shuffle. It's a good song. Very nostalgic. Well, that might just be because it's framed as like some sort of 90s anime thing. But yeah, if you can pull off Moonstrike, you should be able to now just one-shot most enemies, most non-boss enemies in the game.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see how much damage his last edition does.
It doesn't do that much more than Moonstrike, but it has the important distinction of not gimping your SP gain. My monitor, I don't touch my mouse for long enough that my monitors just keep going into sleep mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a question then, Sturmike.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, a few questions, but after I actually finish the blind run of this, whenever I say get Final Fantasy 4, would you care to join?
I mean, I care to join you. I wouldn't care to turn it into a blind run. You can play that one however you want. Legend of Dragoon is best enjoyed as a blind run. Or at least it's more fun to live stream with someone if they're doing it blind.
Ah. Way too late. Or was it too early? One of the two. Miss. Damn it.
That is a weirdly well-made animation for an enemy that only ever appears once in the game.
Man, I must have.
Someone put a lot of love into that.
Even unfinished, that just seems to kill them fast.
Well, like I said, it's the strongest weapon for dirt in the game. Like, you're gonna see more weapons in shops after that one, and they're going to be weaker than it.
So, in other words, don't buy any weapons for dart.
You can now save yourself money on weapons from here on out, yeah.
Well, at least for dart. And for the others, no. They need stronger weapons.
Yeah.
Just getting everyone up back to health. Stop attacking Meru.
I mean, Meru now heals for more than they can deal. So there's that at least.
There we go. I think one of my favorite things in the streamster, honestly, was when you saw my money after hearing that I grinded a lot for additions. You were like,
something along the lines of, wait, what?
how much did you grind, Bleach?
Also, you just got 2 really nice items there.
Magic items or weapons?
Items. Those will come in handy later. This is a super secret tool that will come in handy later.
Stupid counter. Counter always throws me off for many of the additions.
Yeah, counter is something of a less fun mechanic in the game.
Too soon. Way too soon. Way too soon as well. Maybe it was too late. I was scratching my ear. Man, how long is it gonna be before Albert gets his Dragoon leveled up, I wonder?
Since you're using
He's on level 4.
Since you're using Gust of Wind Dance, a fair old while.
I realize it's on level 4 as well.
Don't check editions, actually. You haven't checked them in a while. Dart's still in the first level of Moonstrike. Still in the first level of Hardblade. Summon 4 gods.
Still in the first level of Gust of Wind Dance. Still in the first level of Cat Cool Boogie. Still in the first level of Inferno.
In all fairness, Congo only has 3 editions. Once you unlock Inferno, you effectively have access to the last one.
Yeah, since Albert his Dragoon level is 4. Now that I'm seeing it. Let's work on Hashel's additions. I thought I was gonna say let's get Congo up to level 4, didn't you?
I mean, whatever works for you. Inferno's going to take a long time if you want to use it to level up Congo's additions. Because Inferno will only ever get you 20 SP per successful implementation.
Honestly, I think I will, once I have a chance to, I'd probably grind Congo's off screen.
I mean, fair enough. God damn it, get out of my head, Dave Avidan!
What?
Starlight Brigade is sung by Dave Avidan.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look! Welcome to Velweb.
Yep, we're finally here.
You see that in the distance?
was the Tower of the Seven Dragoons.
No, that's not the tower. But don't you see that thing in the distance?
That thing. Is that a barrage?
No. It used to be a cannon.
Mana cannon?
It was a magical weapon. Ah! Stop turning off.
What's turning off?
You left?
Oh. I thought that was the way I was supposed to go.
Wrong way, huh?
Yeah, the map confused me.
Fair enough. I mean, there's going to be some faces you see here that are familiar but not familiar.
I wonder what you mean by that.
I'll guide you to them, don't worry.
What are these? Good lord, that's strong.
Prepare to be terminated.
And I've still never seen a Terminator movie.
I don't understand, these are ancient wingly weapons that were used against Bellweb that are just kind of still on operation. As for the witch, I have no clue.
Well, she was just exterminated by Miru. What?
Too fast. When you're looking at it from the side, you sense some hesitation in the rogue Fiscal, so you probably want to do that where the camera's behind him.
Okay, Benny? He was choking a bit.
Dog.
I don't... No, I don't see any. Not even on his bed.
You want to go out? Do you have to go pee?
It's not even time for him to walk. Ah, dang, the counter got me. Oh god, this is gonna hurt.
You okay?
How am I messing this up with Ashley? I probably haven't used him in a while. There we go. Wow, that eliminated him. That Moonstrike just eliminated him.
Yep.
Yeah, either I haven't been using Hasho in a while that I forgot about some of his additions, or his additions are just that fast as well and tough. Seems the reward winners for fastest additions is Miru and Hasho. Probably because they're some of your fastest base characters. Any comment on that, Sturm?
I'm still here.
Wow, that killed the witch fast.
Yeah, the witches aren't terribly durable. It's just if you fail to kill them, they things get ugly.
How ugly, if I may ask.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, good lord.
You want to stay out there a little bit?
I'm hoping she can live. Damn it! I'm very rusty with... Nope, 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 nope. Now's the time for heal. Now's the time for heals. Way too early. How am I messing up hashes? Benny! Benny! What are you doing? Oh dear. Benny! Sorry, I don't know what's going on with him right now. Wait, hold on. Wait. Benny, what are you... What are you doing? Benny? What are you eating?
And Bleach was never heard from again.
He's trying to eat the greens. I don't know why.
I think he is eating them.
Sometimes when their stomach is upset, I guess they try to eat plants. Close the door and keep him out there shortly. So he got something in his throat. He's got water here, right?
He has water.
Yeah. He has water.
Sorry about that, Sturm. I'm back.
Welcome back. I hear your dog is being a pain.
And he's just eating plants because he's acting like he's coughing up something. I don't know what he could have eaten that's making him cough. I'll try it. It's probably just an upset stomach. I hope. Oh, it's the other brothers, I'm guessing.
Yep, go back to get to them. There was another path you could have taken. That path goes down to them.
This is a new guy. And he hurts a lot. And I just healed with Miru. Finally, there we go.
He has thunder elements, so don't expect to be doing bonus damage here.
Please live, Miru. Oh, magic. And Hasha, of all people. Wow. That was small.
My computer seems to disagree with the notion that I might touch the, seems to disagree with the notion of me not touching the keyboard for a few seconds.
Yeah, I occasionally just move my mouse around.
Yeah, I haven't, I don't have the, I have it set to, like, go into power saving mode, and I just haven't bothered to turn it off, because I don't want to get into a habit of not having it on.
Okay, so there's another path to them, you said. I don't see it. Do you mean all the way back?
No. Okay, so to get down to them, you need to go down a stairwell in the previous area. So go to the left. Your other left.
This is a way. I never went towards this way. That's what he said, go back, and I was confused.
No, I thought you came from that direction.
No, came from the right. I do not like this at all. This does not smell good for Meru.
By the way, if you think Meiru's current editions are hard, consider this. You've unlocked the one called Cat's Cradle.
Guess it's a lot harder.
How about...
Oh, she's dead.
Well, just survive the fight. Survive the fight and she'll come back at 1 HP.
I'd love when RPGs do that, honestly.
Yeah, this game's surprisingly forgiving for how old it is. Although I must... although that does remind me that this is the North American release, and the North American release is actually easier than the Japanese release.
Oh crap, I didn't expect a counter.
Yeah, Summon 4 Gods is a brutal one when it's countered.
There's another counter.
Too slow.
Yeah, way slow. Okay, I need to buy more angel prayers next chance I get. Way too early. But he still died. Okay, yeah, that might not. Let's use the healing breeze. Okay, there should be a stairway. Yeah, I see it now. Except an enemy has interrupted.
Intercepted! Well,
Not these two again. Get these Frankenstein monster abominations out of here. Too early. I'm so used to the counter appearing on the second hit, not the third.
yep, some attacks have different times when the counterattack can come up. And that can throw a fella off a bit.
If it wasn't for that counter, I could have got a perfect. I thought I had that one. This is a bad day for me. I'm getting countered up the wazoo here.
Summon four gods.
So when it comes to additions, they can be roughly divided into three categories. Balanced, damage, and SP. Some additions give a good mix of damage and SP. That's the balanced ones. Some, you gain very, very little SP, but gain a whole bunch of damage from it. Moonstrike is one of those. Oh look, that's tercero and primero. First and third.
Yep. I think let me through so I can. Let's see what you have first off. Healing breezes. I'm gonna need some of those definitely.
Angel's prayers.
Oh, searching the angel prayers.
And if you need to sell some things, you have some bad items you can sell. Item.
I know.
Scroll way down to the bottom. Further down. Keep going. Anything with that skull and crossbones, sell it. Those are not useful.
Attack ball is
Attack ball is pretty RNG heavy, yeah.
Smoke ball I should keep. Right?
No, all it does is guarantee escape from an enemy. It's not all that useful, really. But the thing is, it's a reusable item. So, might as well hold on to it. Because much like the Magic 6 Stone, it comes back. You'll probably get rid of the burnout. You're never going to really... If you need single target fire damage, you've got Dart. It's just Gushing Magma is a better alternative to Explosion, so that's something worth holding on to.
I don't need Spear Frost. Because that's multi... It's water-based individual attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, Spear Frost, goodbye. I know I can get rid of some of my old armor, like the Sparkle Dress I don't need anymore. Don't need the Mind Crush. Or the Saint Armor. Now let's get a few more Healing Breezes and Angel Prayers. That should be a good amount. 5 Angel Prayers and 5 Healing Breezes.
That'll last you a good long while.
I like the idea of keeping at least 2 item slots open out of my items I can carry just in case something drops something rare. What do you have for weapons and armor? Benny, what are you doing there? Here. Ooh, that's good for him. Partisan. Heavy mace, that's really good for her. Giganto ring.
Giganto ring.
Giganto ring.
Energy Girdle's an improvement for him, physically. Giganto armor. Giganto ring is just, increases attack and defense. It's respectable, but it's not essential.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Oh, he can't use it. Well, it's a bad item on Kongal.
Despite being of the race of them.
Well, it's mostly because he's wearing a bandit's ring.
Oh, right, that's actually better.
Significantly so.
One sec. Take a look. Benny, will you put it back? This is back behind the barbecue. I'm worrying about him right now. Sorry, just constant checking on my dog. I can tell with his upset stomach he's going to be doing a lot of questionable stuff. She's doubting the guy that's saying he's Diaz is Diaz, isn't she?
What was that?
Rose is doubting that Diaz is Diaz.
Oh yeah, there's another one of the weapons intended to destroy shoot down Wingley forts. That's what that is. That's a weapon.
What? What on earth?
Familiar face. You remember her, right?
Oh, yeah. The original Light Dragoon.
Surely, yep. See, there's an optional mission for you to come back and do later. Which is basically a series of 4 optional boss fights.
So I have to come back here in Disc 4 and fight. I have to come back here.
And put their spirits to rest, yep. It's one thing that's actually worth coming back to Disc 3 for. So here's something that might surprise you. Go towards those towers anyway. You can't fight the Dragoons yet, but you can get little tidbits about who they were, stuff like that. Also, this place has stardust. Of all things.
That's a succubus?
Yep.
That looks nothing like a succubus.
Oh god. Kill that thing. The thing with the spring arms.
Spring hitter?
Yeah, and do not let it live for long.
Summon 4 gods.
It has an ability that will frustrate you if it gets it off. Luckily, it didn't use it.
Oh, thank God.
It can steal items.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Damn it.
That's why I said to kill it quick.
And that succubus goes down 1 hit. Man, the Soul Eater's just great.
Yep. Was it worth going to Fort Magrad now?
Yep. For a second, I thought the tower was where I was supposed to go.
No, the tower's not where you're supposed to go. But there's some extra stuff you can get there. There's some items and a stardust. And a little bit of insight. Insight's good, yeah.
Yep. Just keep climbing. damn it. That's not good.
Hey! Immense amounts of damage.
Yep. Telling me.
That is one relieving thing about these Terminators, is that they actually are being non-elemental, means they don't specifically target anyone more than anyone else.
That is legit good. So right now I need to get... I'm starting to think a healing spell might be better for Miru at this point. Though Dart is taking hits fairly well. God, she's barely surviving.
Anyway. Velweb.
Welcome other viewer. Who that second viewer is, I can't see who it is. Only Demonic I can see on. And they're gone.
Oof. Okay,
What?
let's see. Let's look at some of these enemies you're facing. Terminator.
Ow. Total vanishing?
Useless. It instantly kills an non-boss enemy, but you don't get experience for killing it. Generally, when I say an item is useless, it's because it's actually detrimental or just plain useless.
So that was the Wind Dragoon.
Suville.
What?
Nothing.
I thought you said a name. Is there a small hole in the middle? Hey, Stardust.
This was Rose's tower.
Right, yeah, she's the only one that was still alive.
Well, she's the only one. Well, she's one of the only ones whose soul isn't trapped here. Like Shirley's tower allows you to access all the other ones, but it's also empty.
These guys again?
Summon 4 gods.
There we. Oh wow! Show just killed the witch with summoned 4 gods. I must be level 2 by now then.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't think the damage on Summon 4 Gods goes up all that much. Because it's a more of a SP gathering of a skill.
So very likely by using that, I should be able to get him. I think it's time for a.
The next Dragoon level, yeah.
Yeah. I need the health. Norse is looking pretty bad there.
Take that. Summon 4 gods.
I'm curious what hash it. And it shows final Dragoon's attack would be, because I've never seen the
Curious to see what his final what is?
what his last Dragoon attack would be, like the one where he actually summons the dragon that he's
Yeah.
spirit is up. Because we've never seen that dragon at all yet. Damn it, way too soon. I was off. Okay, let's check what's on the other side of the tower. There should be more stardust around here, right? There should still be more stardust within this tower, correct?
No, there's only one Stardust here. So there's another empty tower.
It must be Shirley's.
You've already gotten the Stardust. There's only one Stardust in all of Elweb.
Ah. Not that thing again. I haven't even seen it steal items. I don't wanna.
Take that. Summon 4 gods.
If you can kill it, you get your item back. If you fail, and it runs away, you lose your item forever.
Die. Thank you. Why do I know this succubus probably has some move that will be dangerous on male characters?
Gender has nothing to do with it. It can charm either gender.
Okay, that's fair. Get up the stairs. This is the water. Dragoon's. So, from what I could gather, the wind one was some kind of scientist studying something. I can't figure out based on the water one's room, other than just lots of water. What was the other emperor I fought at the end of disc 1? What was his name again?
Emperor Dole.
Right, that was his name. He was the original. Well, not the first Thunder Dragoon, but
He was the
Was the
Dragoon
one-
you got the spirit for Hashtel from.
Take that! Summon 4 gods!
uh-oh, the witch is still alive. That's not good. Well, she's gonna die in one hit no matter what now.
Yes! Go! Go! Go!
On all out attack, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Okay, that's now just gank up. Too early.
Yes! Go!
Way too late on that. I should use some Rhapsody to get some MP back for Miru.
What was that?
I should use the Rhapsodies to get some MP back for Miru.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, yeah. I mean, it's a good use for Sun Rhapsody. You don't use them that often. You only really need 1, maybe 2 at most at any given time.
I think I have 2 of them, but I have a lot of the other one that restores it to all. The only game I think that can come to mind of that market is oddly Persona 4 with the Shadow Kanji fights. It actually has 2 moves that only affect specific gender characters with a certain status effect, and you only have 2 males and 2 females at that time, so they're gonna get hit by that status effect no matter what. That's all that comes to mind, though. No, Summon 4 Gods is on level 3 now. Oh, yeah. No, I had 3 Sun Recipes and 1 Moon Serenade.
Ah, screen's gone dark again. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the inside of this tower.
This is
Another empty tower.
the red one. Gives me an idea that is probably the
Count on now, Bleach. That's 3 empty towers.
Just another unit in the complex. It's just a little bigger. So,
the empty towers.
area after.
Honestly, what bothers me about the tower here is that the architecture for each tower is different.
But I'm seeing colors on the roofs that tell me which one it is. Like the red.
I can barely hear you. You're cutting out like crazy.
It's probably because of net, but I can't really do anything about.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, I can't really do anything about my net, unfortunately, right now.
Also, Demonican, in terms of gender-specific things, the first one that comes to mind is Pokemon and charm effects. Cute charm in Pokemon. Or, the thing...
Charm, attract in general.
Attract, I mean. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for.
One that came to mind to me was Persona 4, the Shadow Kanji fight.
Oh, my.
Somehow I knew you were going to do that.
Do the George Takei sound, yeah.
Quite literally, because Shadow Kanji it has two is affecting moves that only affect certain gender. Sure, he can as a move that poisons male characters and a move that enrages female characters. And the problem at that point in the game is you only have 4 characters, which is 2 males and 2 females, so you're kind of stuck not blocking them out.
You basically have to pick between having one person enraged or one person poisoned.
Well, it's a 4-party game.
Well, pardon me, choosing... 4-party... oh, okay, well that's actually even easier. I'm used to games where like you only get like a party of 3 or so. I guess there are lots of games with 4 out there. Huh.
There's even fewer with 5 out
I have
there.
Legend of Dragoon on the mind, so... And Legend of Dragoon only gives you 3 at a time.
There's even fewer with 5 out there. Like, if I recall, the only one I've heard of that has 5 party members that's an official game is Final Fantasy IV. I mean, doesn't Final Fantasy IV have 5 party members out in battle at once?
Final Fantasy IV has 5 party members, yeah. I just have Legend of Dragoon on the mind. But no, Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, all of those use 3 characters at a time. I think it's the same for Final Fantasy IX as well.
No, 9 has 3. The 4, I meant.
It does 4? Okay.
Yeah.
And Chrono Trigger also does only 3. Anyway, I'll be right back. I just gotta go to the washroom.
Okay, no problem.
I've only seen one unit in the 2 years that still have that.
Huh.
Quite frankly, even when you go over there, next place we have to like clean it because part of it, it's like, it just seems kind of dusty. Oh, yeah.
It seems to be a guy that likes children.
I don't know that I sleep on it. Yeah, well, that's what his is.
So what's this one again? Okay, that's all of them then. Okay, thank God, it's just one of them.
Yes. Go.
Damn it! Let's guard and heal up. There we go. That's
What year was it though?
almost everyone back to full health. Come on. Way too late. Stop punching her. Dang. So close. Oh dang, there's a counter. Wait, I...
Yes. Go.
Ow.
Feels like there's a lot of layers, dimensions, like you're walking into different rooms. So,
Feels bigger than the square foot. You feel like you have room to move around.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Just as I finished up.
By the way, if you need to heal at all, just go to where Shirley was, and instead of appearing again, she'll heal you indefinitely.
Well, I've seen all of them from... It was some kind of weird shrine for the Thunder Dragoon. And there was a lot of books and what looks like a log style, like a swing for the earth. I know it's probably not going to come off as much describing what their rooms were like, but it's giving me some idea of what their interests in life was like. And I'm guessing you're not saying much to keep it secret.
Pardon?
I was talking about like of what I've noticed in each of the Dragoon.
Well, you know, probably notice that the Wind Dragoon is a bit scientifically minded.
Yeah.
The Water Dragoon seems a bit scared. The big guy,
Earth-
the big guy seems
Earth-
Earth guy seems quite gentle. And the
Like
thunder
other
guy
giants.
is most definitely does not.
Yeah, out of the 6 towers that we visited within that one, the only ones that out of the other towers that we visited, the only ones that did not have a element in them was fire, here, light and dark. Because Shirley's already passed it.
There's also
Oh,
only
it's-
7 towers.
Yes, that's what I said. Because I was not accounting for the 4 that we saw already. I corrected myself, I said 7.
Yeah, well, they couldn't be 8 because there was no non-elemental Dragoon back 11,000 years ago.
Which means whoever that non-elemental Dragoon is going to be the first.
Well, the catch is that to get the Dragoon spirit, you had to kill a dragon.
Wait.
The first dragon of every element yields a Dragoon spirit when it's killed. The Divine Dragon was never killed. It was too powerful to be killed, so all they did was... So what they did, they sealed it up for 11,000 years.
Except it was killed now.
Yeah. And Lloyd carved the Dragoon spirit out of its face. It does not react in his hands.
Okay, thank God. Did she heal me, or... Yes, she did.
Anyway, to explain why the souls are trapped here, there's a place called Mayfill that should not be working, but is. And as long as Mayfill is operational, surely it won't let them die properly.
Alright, all the way down, I'm guessing, to the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom is where you gotta go, so all the little doors off to the side are... Sometimes just nothing. Some have items, some don't.
That was a mess up. Way too early, oh god.
Take that! Summon 4 gods!
Oh god, I attempted but failed.
What was that?
It attempted to steal but failed. It gave the message you couldn't steal. Benny, where are you going? Benny! Oh shoot, hold on. Hold on. Benny, come into your room. Benny, what are you doing? Well, I'm looking at the screen. What am I supposed to do? Just stop and leave it on intermission? I'm not. Fine. I'm gonna go back and. Sorry about that.
Okay, so kill the spring hitter, it just stole an item from you while you were looking away.
What did it steal?
It didn't say.
Take back! Summon 4 gods!
Got it back.
Let's go outside.
Yes! Go! Go!
I might not be. I might not stream this at 7 p.m. Anymore since I'm getting flack for setting streams at 7. It seems. Deeply sorry about that, Sturm.
But yeah, if you want to deal with those things without them stealing items, you can always just throw the magic Sigstone at them.
Let me see. Rose's hairband.
Well, we do know that Rose is one of the old Dragoons. I mean, the rest of the party doesn't know that, but Rose has made it very keen, apparent. And yeah, it's a really good hat. All the way to the bottom, mate.
Whoa.
Prevents instant death, gives her good magic attack. She loses some physical defense, but eh.
Yeah, how much further before we get to the end of this disc?
I believe at the end of this building, basically.
Okay, good, because after we see the end of disc message, I'm probably gonna save and call it a stream. Dang it, I thought I got that one. Good. Oh no.
Yeah, its item theft success rate goes up as its HP goes down.
Yes! Go! Go!
But it hasn't run away yet for whatever it steals.
Yep.
Yes! Go!
Excellent, excellent.
Oh, it's apparently Shirley's tower that has the Stardust, not Rose's. Aha!
Shauna again. What? Viraj Embryo.
Viraj Embryo, the god of destruction. The true Viraj. All the Virages you fought up until now were clones taken from the embryo of the 108th species.
So he wants to destroy the world.
Goodbye!
It's been a while. Rose. Dart. Father?
Oh, it cannot be!
What? Emperor Diaz is his father?
Emperor Diaz is Zeeg.
And now comes a lot of plot, it seems. Sorry for science. I'm just reading the plot.
Yep.
Wait, what? Uh-oh. Battery low.
Don't worry, the disc is almost over.
Somehow I saw that one coming, actually.
Shauna is the Moonchild, yeah, but what you might not have seen it coming is that means she's also Queen Teresa's biological daughter.
Okay, so she's a princess. Well, that was a thing.
And thus ends Chapter 3, Fate and Soul. Please insert disc 4. You want to call it here for tonight?
That is probably gonna be a thing. I'm gonna need a little probably mental break before I... So much plot. Oh my god.
Plot.
It's like there's so many twists. I sort of felt after beating Lloyd that Emperor Diaz was probably the true main antagonist. Because I honestly completely forgot Emperor Diaz was a thing that Lloyd was working for. But I did not expect Lloyd's father, who was also the first Fire Dragoon, to be the actual main antagonist. That came out of nowhere, honestly. Nor did I expect Rose to be the black monster that...
I mean, they've kind of been hinting at it for most of the game. You almost guessed it correctly at one point. And I was sitting there, I was like, please don't guess it, please don't guess it, please don't guess it, because I wanted to see your response.
You mean back when I said, wait, why does the black monster look like a dragoon? You mean way back then?
Pardon?
Start? I was asking like when I almost guessed it. Was that back when I said, why does the black monster look like a dragoon?
Yep.
And you were happy I didn't guess it now? Are you happy I didn't guess it then?
Oh, yeah.
That was still very good. Like, holy crap. Holy crap. That was legit good.
But yeah.
Well, so, don't know if this coming week, but possibly, I'd say, the week after the next one, if not December, should be good for Disc 4. It'll just...
I mean, starting November 10th, I have a week off.
Well, then maybe we'll start there sometime for Disc 4. Might as well finish
Yeah.
it up.
Anyway, your controller's yelling at you, and we hit
I
the
need
end
to
of Disc
walk the
4.
dog.
You need to walk the dog. This is probably a good place to call it for the day.
So, yep, thank you all for joining. Holy crap, that was good. I can't wait to see where this goes next. Yeah, I'm partially curious if Rose is going to stay in the party as a member, considering now what Dart knows about her. The one complaint I would say I have, Sturm, before we close out the stream is I'm a little upset in terms of the last party member. I'm kind of upset they waited until this late in to the point before you'll get him or her. We haven't even seen who our last party member would be. I mean, if it turns out it was an optional character and not required to beat the game, then okay, sure, that's okay with me. But if it's required and we're getting it like Disc 4, I'm sorry, Sturm. I think that's kind of a bad point to get them. It makes me think, why should I bother working on that? You get what I'm saying.
I get you.
And that's it for now. See you sometime next week, probably Tuesday, since I have a minimum day of work on that day. I can't do Monday because that's my mom's birthday. On the day we're streaming this.
Well, like I said, I have next week off, so we can figure out any time during the week.
Alright. Yep. Until then, see you guys around.